Welcome aspiring developers in Lesson 7. Today we will delve into two robust data structures, sets and dictionaries. They are very good to know because they dramatically extend the possibilities you will have. Last time we talked about lists and tuples, and as before, you don't need those things to write your programs, but they will make your life easier, the code more organized, and it will be way better experience for you and also for the person who is going to read it after you, if it's gonna happen. Let's start with dictionaries. Dictionaries are unordered collections of key-value pairs. You can imagine dictionary as a collection of data where each value is associated with a unique key. Like here, as you can see in curly brackets. There are several values and each value is associated with certain key. We have name, health, strength, and inventory. And as you can see, the value can be anything you want. It can be integer, it can be string, but also it can be list. When you need to access a specific value in dictionary, you can use brackets, the same as before, and the identifier here is the key. Dictionaries come with built-in methods and operators. If you need to add new key-value pair, you can use equal sign, and if the key doesn't exist, it's going to be to the end of a dictionary. We can use pop function to return the element. We can even turn the values or keys to lists. When you need to access the dictionary and extra specific value and you are not quite sure if the value exists, you can choose the value or some default instead. Such as here, return value for key magic, but if the key magic doesn't exist, return 0. It might be a little bit difficult to wrap your mind around, but you can have dictionaries nested in another dictionaries. I wouldn't recommend much to use this structure this way unless you absolutely must. But it's on you, it's absolutely possible. And it works as you would expect, just use curly brackets inside the dictionary and this is how you specify. This is how you declare a new dictionary there. And the second big thing for today are sets. There is a huge intersection between mathematics and computers. The computers basically don't do anything else but compute. So sets in mathematics are basically the same as sets in computer science, or let's say in Python in our case. There are unordered collections of unique elements. It means that the order is not important. You are not asking what is the first, second, or third element. But what is important is uniqueness. Every single element might be in a set just once. For sets, we use curly brackets as well, but there is no key-value relationship. We have several functions to control them. Interesting here might be update. Update is a function where you can use to combine two sets together. Whatever variable or value you are going to use in update, it must be iterable. Iterable in Python is anything what you can use to loop over. It might be tuples, strings, or lists. You saw in previous lesson that we use operator in. You have group of elements and using operator in you can ask if the element is within them. And that's not all when it comes to how you can combine two different sets. You can use operators. From the set operations, we can mention union, intersection, difference, and symmetric difference. Union just makes both sets together. Intersection gives you the elements what both of the sets have. Difference gives you elements which only first set has what the second doesn't. And the symmetric difference is very similar, but it gives you elements which are only in one of the sets. And now, time for the project. Today we are going to try RPG system where you can learn new skills and use items. It means we are going to build a skill set, we're gonna have some items, and the items can be added to our inventory. First, let me run it. Arya, the warrior. Level 1, health 100. Inventory is empty, skills empty as well. What would you like to do? I would like to add. Enter item name, magic scroll. Magic scroll added to inventory. Arya the warrior, that's the same, but now I have magic scroll. What would you like to do? Learn. Enter skill name, walking. Learn new skill, walking. Inventory, magic scroll, skills, walking. Pretty cool. I can try to use something. Enter item name. I can use my magic scroll, right? Equipped magic scroll. What would you like to do? This would be enough for now, let me quit. Thanks for playing. Looking at the code, you can see these two structures. The first is describing character, whereas the second one available items. You can see based on the brackets and based on the key and value structure that these are dictionaries. My character have name, class, level, health, inventory, and skills. Items are more interesting. I have sword, shield, health potion, and magic scroll. You can see that the value of each item is another dictionary, defining type, and another keyword. You will see in a moment why are we doing that. The way how to visualize this structure, this dictionary, is database. You have some primary key and a value associated to it. Or we can write it in bullet points, might look somehow like that. Let me run the game again and talk step by step. Arya, the warrior. We are here. Character key name and character key class. Name Arya, class warrior. So, that's the string. Same way. Character level, character health, character inventory, and character skills. You can see that inventory is list and skills is set. And of course we need some input from the player, thus we use input function. I can choose whatever I want from all of these, and you can see in this ifs how the game is going to behave. Let's start with add. Enter item name. You might notice that I don't have lower here. That's because the name of the item is not always lowercase only. I have if here asking if item I chose is among the items available in a game, I can add it to my inventory. However, if it isn't, well, nothing's gonna happen. Let me try. Enter item name. What about keyboard? Keyboard doesn't exist in the game. Well, that's probably logical. What would you like to do? Let me try to add thing again, but now something which exists, such as health potion. This is this branch. Character inventory, append, item. And we shall inform the player that something actually happened. Health potion added to inventory. I can see it here. We are here again because we are in while true loop. Let's try use. And this is this branch. Enter item name. I can write whatever I want and the game is going to check if the item is actually in my inventory. Let me try health potion. Use health potion, health restored to 120. Pretty interesting because I chose item for my inventory and the response of the game seems to be spot on. So what happened? Each item has specific type. So first I'm asking if type of the item is consumable. And actually there is one like that. I'm interested in parameter restore of the item. In my case, health potion have restore 20. Health of the character is going to be increased by 20 points. I'm going to remove the item from character inventory and inform the player that something happened. In my last run, I used magic scroll. Magic scroll is not consumable, so I just equipped it. We can try to tackle the skills now. Learn. Enter skill name. Here, no special check is added, so I want to learn flying. Learn new skill, flying. One more time. Learn. What about flying again? Learn new skill, flying. You can see that the skill is here only once, and that's the reason why I use set. You can have every skill only once, it makes sense, but when it comes to inventory, well, you probably can have more health potions, right? So the list is probably better for the inventory, whereas set is better for the skill set. And dictionary is perfect for separation of some specific attributes and their values. And that's our game for today. You can add way more items. You can create your own consumables. You can expand this part of a game asking for items of a specific type. You can ask for a weapon, and if a player wants to equip a weapon, it might increase his or her combat stats, which brings an idea that you can add combat, as we learned in previous lessons. You can try to incorporate skills in a better way. You can have specific skill set what you can choose from. And the skills can really affect your player in various ways. Go crazy, enjoy your time, and practice. That's the only way how to get better and how to understand what is actually happening and what the code is about. And that would be all for today. Thanks you for watching. It's great to see that you know the basics and you already started to absorb the advanced structures as well. Lists, tuples, dictionaries, and sets. We are going to continue introducing things which makes your life easier. So if you like what you saw, you want to see more in the future, don't forget to subscribe, and see you next time in lesson 8.